Hello, beloved one. It is wonderful to be here with you today, my dear. Each and every one of you. Remember that I love you, that I am here for you, and all you have to do is open your heart to my energy, to my presence, and I will assist you, I will stand beside you, I will cheer you on as much as you will allow me to. It can be just a little bit if that's all you need from me, or it can be a lot if that's what you need. I am offering myself to you, beloved. No matter what, unconditional love. It's here for you. So this leads me right into my subject for today's video, and that is showing up for yourself. I believe that it is extremely important that you learn how recognize, how embrace showing up for yourself. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what that means, and then I'm going to encourage you to take certain actions to help you build this muscle. So showing up for yourself means that you are willing and able to live your life, to step up, to be present in your life, no matter what is coming at you, no matter who's doing what, no matter what kind of difficulties might be coming, no matter what kind of great stuff might be coming. You know, so many of you at times, you collapse in on yourself when good things come, when people want more of what you are creating, when people want to recognize you for what you are creating. There is that tendency to want to hide, to crumble, to say, no, I don't deserve that. Showing up for yourself says, I don't know what I deserve, and that's not really the issue. But I want to be present for my life. Good, bad, boredom, laughter, happiness, sadness, pain, triumph, joy, bliss. It's that commitment to self that says, I want to be present no matter what. No more hiding. No more pretending that I'm something that I'm not. This is my life, and I'm going to show up for it. Right? So oftentimes the tendency is to be absent, to check out, right? To use all kinds of things. Screens are now the popular way to check out. But there's always also too much food, sugar, drugs, alcohol, lots and lots of ways. Hiding behind a screen or a book, or more than anything, hiding behind your fears. Letting your fears build a wall that grows thicker and thicker as the years go by. When you hide behind your walls, you are not showing up for your life. You are saying through your actions, through your behavior, that life is too much, that you can't show up for it. You don't have what it takes inside to show up for it. But that is a story, beloved one, that you tell yourself to maintain that denial, to keep those walls strong that you hide behind. You have everything inside of you that you need to show up for your life. Now, you may not have inside of you what you need to show up for someone else's life. That happens when someone's needs outweigh your abilities. That happens. Just like you've noticed in your own life, there were times when you needed something from someone and they were simply incapable of providing it for you. They didn't have it in them to give. Or if they did have it in them, they were not aware of that. Right? So it happens. It happens to you, it happens to others. But you have everything in your life, inside of you, that you need to show up for yourself. And the more you flex that muscle, the more you work that muscle, the easier it is then to honestly tell others what you do have to offer them, right? How you can show up. You might not be able to show up in this way, but you can show up in that way. So you might be able to provide part of what they need, and then they have to find others to provide the rest of what they need, just like you do the same. When in another video I spoke about the importance of building a circle of support, this is why I emphasized having lots and lots and lots of different things in your circles of support. Because not everyone has everything you need. They cannot show up for you in every single way that you need. Just like you cannot show up for every person in your life for everything that they need. That is not realistic. But you can show up for yourself in every way that you need. And that is a strength. And when you think about the word inner strength, excuse me, that's 2 words. Inner strength, the phrase. This is what I'm talking about. This is what provides inner strength. Is you saying, I'm going to show up no matter what. No matter what happens, no matter who happens or doesn't happen, I'm going to show up for myself. I'm going to be present in my own life. I'm going to stop running away from myself and the things that I draw to me. You can be quaking in your boots. You can feel messy and not know how to deal with what's coming to you. And that's all right. That's human. That's normal. That's not necessarily showing up. Showing up is saying, I may not know what I'm doing right now. I may not know how to cope with this, but I'm going to be present for it. I'm going to go through it rather than try to hide from it. Because when you're hiding, it means you want to go around it or skip it or just not deal. Can't deal with that. So you put it off and put it off, sometimes indefinitely. Much stronger to show up, to face what is, to accept what is, and that's where you let your courage free. I don't know what to do, but I have this circle of support that will help me, and I let my courage flow because I'm expressing myself honestly, even though it's messy and I have no idea what I'm doing. And my courage sparks what I need in order to find my way through. To stay in a place of strength. even when it might look like you're collapsing, that you just are devastated by the events that have come to you. If you stay present to the best of your ability, if you show up for yourself, that is a strength that is unequaled in the inner life. And most likely it's just you having to feel what you need to feel. But that's not hiding. That's being present and experiencing whatever you need to feel within the event. That's showing up for yourself. So here are some ways that I suggest you learn to flex that muscle, to cultivate that inner strength. So generally, I'd encourage you to start by writing. What are your walls? Write about your walls. What's still present? Maybe you had other walls. Maybe a lot of your walls had been dismantled through your own inner growth, your own expansion. And that is glorious. But think about what's left. What are the walls that still stand? How do they feel for you? And in what ways do they prevent you from showing up for yourself? Are there ways where you still collapse? Certain events that happen, maybe confrontation with another person that involves anger, makes you crumble, right? So look at what is. What are the walls? What are the scenarios that tend to trip you up? That tend to make you say, ooh, I want to run away, and I'm going to run away. I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to check out, right? I can't show up for this. Write them all down. And don't look at this as an exercise in always finding what's wrong. No. This is not about what's wrong. There's nothing wrong with you. There is only the transformation from shadow to light. Shadow serves until it doesn't serve you anymore. And then you transform it to light. And shadow serves until it doesn't. And then you transform it to light. But all along the way, the shadow helps to temper your growth so that you're not on a bullet train towards the light. It all sounds good and might look good on paper, but I guarantee to be stripped so fast is traumatic. It's not recommended. Better to be on the slow train than the bullet train towards enlightenment. Slow and steady, right? So what aspects of when you abandon self, what are little ways that you can say, no, I'm not going to abandon myself. In this one small instance, I'm going to start saying yes. I'm going to start saying yes to myself. Because remember, that's the courage. That's how that ignition feels. It says yes inside. It might be a little tiny yes, a little whispered yes, but that's still that spark of courage that wants to ignite and move you forward to keep you showing up for yourself. So you write it all down first and look for small ways to change things. Sometimes what you will discover is when you disengage or hide behind the walls, it's habit. And you can look at these habits from the place of observation to say, am I really protecting myself anymore by doing this? what am I getting out of this? Is there anything really anymore, or do I just habitually disengage without any real need to do so? You will always need to disengage sometimes. You can't show up for yourself 24/7, 365 days a year. It's not possible. Don't do that to yourself. There will be times when you need to hide behind those walls, because you just do. You are human, you are growing. But there are many times, many times, where you do it out of habit rather than true need. That's what I'm asking you to differentiate. What are the habitual ways that you disengage from self? And how can you change that habit? Stop practicing that habit. There might be some fear, might be uncomfortable, but what you realize is that it's not that hard to shift these behaviors, because the habit, there's no substance to it, there's no real need. And when you are perpetuating a habit, when there's no need at its heart, then it's sort of empty, right? Empty calories, empty busyness, empty behaviors. Let them go. Let me hold your hand, and together you can let them go, and I'll take them from you. Gently, little by little, until you don't have that habit anymore. And all that space that was taken up with those habits will be filled with you showing up for yourself, saying, you know, it's not so bad being present for these things. I've had this habit for so long, and really I didn't need it anymore. I'm so glad I'm showing up here. It's not so bad. As a matter of fact, each time I do it, it feels better and better, stronger and stronger. And as a result, more things will flow, right? More self-expression, honest self-expression, more courage, easier to connect with others, to build and strengthen your circle of support and be a strong part of others' circle of support. You see how it all works so beautifully together. And I leave you with this, beloved ones. Showing up for yourself is an active way to say, I'm worth it. I'm worth showing up for. And you are worth it, beloved ones. You are so worth showing up for. I promise. Namaste. Hi, it's Danielle, creator and founder of Beloved Publications, your home of Mother Mary's teachings as they're channeled through me. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe to our channel and leave a comment. I would love to hear from you. If you're interested in more of Mother's teachings, please visit our website, www.belovedpublications.com. And there you'll find lots of great ways of connecting with Mother. And if you want to join our community, you get an awesome free mini course on preparing for and connecting with your spirit guides. You will love it. So I hope to see you there soon. Thanks so much.